Good morning to you on this Monday morning. We are approaching 6 o'clock and we're following some breaking news right here in the Nashville area. We have two teenagers who have been shot to death at a gas station in Lebanon. Good morning. I'm Jennifer Waddell.
And I'm AJ Hilton. Here's what we know so far. This happened just after 9 last night near a Pilot gas station on Murfreesboro Road. This is right across the street from the Lebanon Premium Outlets. Police found 19-year-old Jacob Doughton with a gunshot wound. He later died at the hospital. A 15-year-old boy also shot, showed up at the hospital and died as well. Police do have a suspect under arrest, but make sure you stay with Fox 17 News. We are working to get more information. We'll, of course, give you updates as we continue to follow this breaking news.
And a scary situation in one of downtown Nashville's most popular tourist spots overnight. Teenagers shot a man with a BB gun right outside of Joe's Crab Shack. That's according to police. Take a look here. We've mapped the location for you. 2nd Avenue, just off Lower Broadway. And this is to give you some perspective down the road from Rock Bottom Brewery, and it's right behind FGL House. Watch the video because you'll see these teenagers with their faces blurred out, and they are young. Police say the man shot is 60 years old. He got shot in the eye at 9:30 last night. Look at how small these teenagers are. The 60-year-old man is expected to be okay. Police say the teenagers behind the attack are in custody. You can see police putting some evidence into some bags right there. We'll update you just as soon as we get any more information.
6:01 is the time, and a Fox 17 News crime alert for parents filling up at gas stations and leaving your kids alone in the car. Twice in 1 weekend in Nashville, police say people stole a car from a gas station with kids inside. Just yesterday in East Nashville, police say 2 men and a woman drove to a sit-go on Brick Church Pike. They stole a white Hyundai Elantra with the 2-year-old inside and ditched their original car and the toddler a few miles away on Pinnock and Evanston Avenue. Now, the good news, the child not hurt. But this morning, police are still looking for that stolen white Hyundai Elantra and the people who took it. And on Saturday, 3 kids had been sleeping inside a car at a MAPCO on Stewart's Ferry Pike in Donaldson. Their mom went inside to pay for gas, left the keys in the ignition. 2 guys hopped in, drove away. The children found safe, but those men also still on the run this morning.
Time is 6:02 on your Monday morning. I'm meteorologist Justin Chambers. Happy Monday. Yeah, it kind of looks like a Monday out there. A lot of cloud cover and even some very chilly temperatures. And some of you, a little bit of that wintry mix, even some light snow falling this hour. I'm going to show you that radar here in just a second. Temperatures right now in the 6 o'clock hour, mainly in the mid 30s. Some of us in the lower 30s, but not as cold as we expected. So the National Weather Service did cancel that freeze warning for today. Tomorrow, we've got frost advisories and freeze warnings once again. And check out that light blue. We'll zoom in a little bit closer for you. Montgomery County, you're seeing it here just north of Clarksville up into Fort Campbell right there, even into parts of Robertson County on 24 as you go to the north and to the east of west, I should say, of Metro Nashville. Or if you're coming in from that way, we are seeing some of those light showers at this time. Also, just a little pocket of that wintry mix here moving out across plains and out over toward the east at this time. And a few more of those showers here for you in Laverne and Smyrna. This is down through the 840 Parkway down where it connects with 24. That's where we're seeing some of that light shower activity. Most of us, though, taking a break, and any of these showers that we're seeing right now should be done within the next 45 minutes or so. We're just seeing some of that leftover moisture coming in on the backside of that area of low pressure. So definitely a cold start to the day, and our temps today will be well below average. We'll be warmer as soon as tomorrow. These are your current temps: 34 in Dixon, 36 in Columbia, and 37 in the borough. Highs today only in the mid to upper 40s, and some of you to the east only in the lower 40s out toward the Cumberland Plateau. We'll talk about how much warmer we get tomorrow and later this week as well, coming up in just a few minutes from right now. Now let's check in with Traffic Jam Sam, see what's going on the roads. Good morning.
Good morning, Justin. 6:03 and your Fox 17 steer clear traffic, and this is still quite an active scene in Nippers Corner, that's South Nashville along Edmondson Pike at Old Hickory. We do know one person was taken to Vanderbilt with some injuries. They are going to be okay, though, and we are so relieved to hear that because the look of this accident is quite jarring. So if you're seeing this now, again, you should be able to get by in Nippers Corner along Old Hickory at Edmondson Edmondson Pike, but slow down, be prepared to be directed through that intersection. Could take quite some time to get this cleared up and out of the creek, so we'll follow this as we see it progress throughout the morning rush hour. Right now, 6:04, let you know that we are tracking one crash, I-24, very close to Bell Road. We're beginning to see the backup here along that 24 corridor. Some slowing down, but otherwise looking okay. So it may just be off of camera view, but not seeing huge impacts yet. Right now, if you're coming in from the borough, I-24 still about 25 minutes. So that is a very quick drive time in from Murfreesboro. Take it now while it lasts. I-65, 14 minutes in from Columbia up to Spring Hill. And then I-40 really looking nice in from the west side, specifically Dixon County into town. So otherwise looking quiet. Roads are damp, a little bit wet. Just take it easy and be prepared for traffic. It is a Monday. We'll check in with the rest of your drive times all the way through 9 on Fox 17 News this morning.
Sam, thanks. 6:05 is the time. Early voting has begun on a proposed $9 billion transit plan for Metro Nashville. That plan includes light rail and rapid buses. And this could forever change the way the mid-state gets from point A to point B. But we do have a lot of people that still have a lot of questions about this plan. Fox 17 News' Justin McFarland joins us live with some of the pros and cons. Lay it out for us, Justin.
Okay, well, here we are on Charlotte Avenue near 18th. Take a look back behind me. You can see Charlotte Avenue here. This light's about to change right back here at 18th and DB Todd. The traffic's going to start flowing this way, but pretty soon, if you have to imagine it, there'll be trains, possibly light rail trains coming along the same avenue right along with this traffic. That is all part of this brand new transportation plan that voters are voting on right now. Let's take a look at some of the particulars and some of the other areas where this light rail would be. We're talking about Murfreesboro Road near the airport. That's right, you could take an airport shuttle or train from the airport into downtown. Nolensville Road to the south, Gallatin Road to the east and to the north, Charlotte Avenue here on the west side of town, and 21st Avenue in the Bordeaux area. Now, not everybody's in love with this $9 billion plan. There's an organization called No Tax for Tracks. They say this whole thing would be 10 years of a construction mess and has no plans to improve the roads at all, and it focuses way too much on downtown. They also say it would give us the highest sales tax in the country. The decision is up to you, Metro Nashville. The polls are opened up right now, and early voting will go until April 26th. The citywide vote will go to May the 1st. This is a vote only for Nashville area residents. Now, coming up, we'll tell you about some of the other plans that are out there, and a few people have stepped forward with those. We'll lay those out for you coming up here in a few minutes. For now, we are live on Charlotte Avenue. Justin McFarland, Fox 17 News.
Justin, thanks. The time is 6:07, and we continue to follow breaking news out of South Carolina. We have 7 inmates dead after a prison riot, and we are getting our first look this morning at Lee Correctional Facility. Take a look right now. This is about an hour east of Columbia there. This is coming from WACH there. Things have concluded right now. We know that correctional officers have secured the prison early this morning. They're calling this a mass casualty incident involving several inmates at several housing units. But again, a live look this morning from Lee Correctional Institute this morning. 7 inmates dead, 17 others injured. Still working to get more information. Make sure you keep it live through 9 a.m. on Fox 17 News.
All right, AJ, thanks. And right now we're also following the latest tense developments when it comes to Syria. Happening today, new sanctions against Russia for enabling Syrian President Bashar al-Assad. U.S. Ambassador to the UN, Nikki Haley, says the new sanctions are aimed at sending a message to Russia. She says Russia blocked 6 of our attempts by the UN Security Council to make it easier to go after Syria for the use of chemical weapons. So Russia, by most, appearances here, looking to be trying to, if not support Syria, at least keep the U.S. from getting involved. And you're looking at before and after pictures here on these split screens before and after the U.S. missiles that got launched over the weekend. Of course, our government accusing Syria of launching that chemical attack that killed more than 40 people this month. And over the weekend, that U.S.-led missile attack with France and Great Britain against Syria's chemical weapons program. More than 100 missiles launched in all. President Trump tweeted, "Mission accomplished." Nikki Haley says the U.S. will not pull troops out of Syria right away, saying the U.S. involvement is not over.
And some people here in Nashville are protesting President Trump's action in Syria.
End the war in Syria! End the war in Syria!
A group of about 20 people marched for 2 hours in downtown Nashville yesterday from the Metro Courthouse to Public Square Park. They believe the U.S. bombing in Syria is wrong.
We're bombing Syria for oil!
It's just a show. Like, it's a showmanship right now in order to get us ready and drummed up for war for when we're ready for ground invasion. It's Afghanistan all over again.
Some of the protesters believe there's no evidence of the chemical weapon attacks in Syria, despite international media reports.
Coming up in just a few hours, the Boston Marathon will begin. It'll be a rainy morning for runners looking to finish the 26.2-mile race. And today marks the 122nd running of the Boston Marathon. It's always on this Monday when the state of Massachusetts celebrates Patriots Day. And we're also at the 5th anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombing when 3 spectators died near the finish line. Extra security on hand for today's race.
It is 6:10 and the guys in gold waking up in Denver this morning. A lot warmer in Denver this morning as well.
Yeah, Justin Chambers, our meteorologist, was saying 77 is the forecast high today.
What gives? It should be the other way around.
Right.
I mean, talk about Freaky Monday, right?
Right.
Well, Nashville Predators getting ready for Game 3 in Colorado Avalanche's hometown.
Fans standing out in the cold, though, here in Nashville yesterday to send the Preds off to that first away game in the playoffs. This is everybody bundled up over near Nashville International Airport.
I just feel like I need to come out and support them, send them off to Denver. They're up 2-0 in the series, and I think they can finish it out there.
It's fun to watch, and it's exciting to see your team win. Because we like the Predators.
Tonight, you can watch the Preds game right here at home with fellow fans inside Bridgestone Arena. It'd be a whole lot cheaper than any other home game. You can go to the watch party for just $15 per ticket, and all of the proceeds go to the Preds Foundation, which helps causes here in the Nashville community.
Now, what you're taking a look at right here, well, that's what's coming up next. Late start times for games 3 and 4, 9 p.m. Central Time tonight and Wednesday in Denver. Of course, they could sweep the series. Otherwise, they could ping pong back and forth between Nashville and Denver.
True. And don't forget, we have Inside Smashville that airs Friday at 10:30 right here on Fox 17 News. We've got our sports guy, Dave Foster, who's on it. And boy, this turns out to be such a fun show. So again, make sure you tune in Friday for Inside Smashville at 10:30.
I was going to say, if they wrap this thing up on Friday night, we could be doing a recap of the series. Looking ahead. Also following this morning, deadly weather hitting Arkansas and North Carolina. A new look at the storm damage that thankfully skipped over Tennessee.
And students affected in a deadly school shooting in Kentucky get a warm welcome at a Tennessee restaurant. The act of kindness that's going a long way for this group of kids.
You are watching Fox 17 News this morning. We are your only local news source from 7 to 9. We'll be right back, but you can join us every weekday morning starting at 4.